What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. The 2020 NFL Draft is officially over, and the Atlanta Falcons drafted players that they believe are going to help them out in the future. Now, lots of Falcons fans seem to be in agreement that the draft was just so-so. Like, the Falcons didn't get players that are really good, but the players they got are not really bad either. In this video, I'm going to give out my thoughts on the players, and I will give the Falcons an overall grade of how I think they did in the draft, starting right now. So here we go in the first round, where we all really thought the Falcons were going to trade up. They even tried to trade up with the Redskins to try and get Chase Young. Ultimately, it did not happen, and they had to stay put at 16. They drafted A.J. Terrell, the cornerback from Clemson. If you saw my live stream, you'll know that I was not very happy when this happened. All I can really say about A.J. Terrell when watching his highlights, he's fine. He's nothing special in my eyes. He's just that typical corner that has decent coverage and he's fast. That's really all I saw from A.J. Terrell. There's not anything he does really good, but there's not anything he does really bad. He has good football instincts, I'll give him that. But other than that, there's nothing really impressive about him. He's just A.J. Terrell. And what made me really mad about this is there were so many better players available. You could have got A.J. Epinesa. And you know, if you're going to go for a corner, you could have gone for Trevon Diggs. I really thought there were better players available than A.J. Terrell. I don't know why they thought A.J. Terrell was the best option. And yeah, I get it. Oh, he lived in Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that, to be honest with you. I thought there were many players available that could have been just a better fit here in Atlanta. But whatever. I guess they see something in A.J. Terrell. I'll give this a B-. He's, in my eyes, that typical corner that has decent coverage, and he's fast, and he could do well, and he could not. We'll just see what happens. Then in round 2 at pick 47, this is the best pick they made by a landslide. Marlon Davidson, the defensive lineman from Auburn. And I've been preaching they need to fix that pass rush. Honestly, I really think they did. Now they have Dante Fowler, Grady Jarrett, and now Marlon Davidson. Oh, we are going to have a good pass rush, boys. This is going to be awesome. What I love about Marlon Davidson is not only is he just an absolute beast on the field, not only does he have really long arms, and watch the highlights. He uses his long arms to his advantage. Like, he will reach out to tackle someone, and he'll reach out to strip the football away from the quarterback. Like, he uses his long arms to his advantage, but the thing I like about him is he's mean. I mean, he's a little too mean if you watch his interviews, but I feel like that's okay. The Falcons we can't be soft anymore. We need to be mean. We needed to beef up the defense. Finally, we drafted a defensive player, especially a defensive lineman that is, oh my gosh, he's huge. He's huge. Look at him. He's huge. Finally, we beefed up that Falcons defense. We need that fast and physical. And we got him. Marlon Davidson is fast and physical. Finally, a physical pass rush. I would give this an A. Oh my gosh, welcome to Atlanta. I love this pick. Then round 3 at pick 78, we got Matt Hennessy, the center from Temple. At first, I didn't really understand it because I thought we were supposed to get a linebacker first. And then I was like, center? Well, I don't know why we got a center. We already have Alex Mack. And then I thought of it and I was like, oh, wait. This is, 2020 is probably Alex Mack's last year in Atlanta. And let's just be honest, Matt Hennessy is probably going to be moved to guard, at least for 2020, which is a scary thing to think because he's played center in college. Will he get used to playing a new position right away? We'll see, but I think this was actually a steal in the draft. I really love this pick. First off, he's like Marlon Davidson. Matt Hennessy is beefed up. We need someone beefed up on the team. And the O-line needed that. We got Matt Hennessy. If he is to be at center or if he's to be put at guard, we got someone big. And he is quick to adjust to everything. I personally disagree when people say he's not the most athletic. I watched the highlights. He is a fast and quick to adjust guy. And what I mean by that is, if he's supposed to block the guy coming in from the edge, even though he's center, he will do that. He is quick to adjust from where he was at. I really love this pick. I'll give this an A-. He is going to really help out our offensive line. And grabbing a really good center is very important for the offense. So I think this was an absolute steal. Even if he'll play guard for 2020, which, he has to adjust to that real quickly, but I think he's capable of doing that. Then we have 2 fourth-round picks. Let's start with pick 119, Michael Walker, the linebacker from Fresno State. I'm not super excited about this like everyone else is, and I get it. He's quick and he's big, and he can be really aggressive. He's an aggressive tackler, but simply put, I just thought there were better linebackers available. I don't think Michael Walker is going to be a big impact, to be honest with you. That's all I can really say. I really just don't think he's going to be that big of an impact. I like that he's mean. I like that he's aggressive. But I'll give this a C+. I just thought there were better players available. Then in the 4th round at pick 134, we got Jalen Hawkins. This is a good pick. The safety from Cal. He's a mean player, a total ball hawk. He's always near the ball. He's not afraid to tackle. He is a freak athlete, and I want him to start over Ricardo Allen already, because I really don't think Ricardo Allen is as good as everyone's making him out to be. But Jalen Hawkins, I think this was an excellent pick. Is he supposed to replace Keanu Neal, or is he supposed to replace Ricardo Allen? I don't really know, but I think this was a good player. He will definitely help out in the future. I'll give this a B- because he is not afraid to tackle. He is a ball hawk. He is always around the football, and I love this pick. And then in round 7, pick 228, we got Sterling Hoffrichard, the punter from Syracuse, and he's a punter. I don't know what you want me to say. He's just a punter. I guess I'll give this a C+, because I really don't know what to tell you. He's just a punter. But overall, I didn't hate the draft, but I didn't love it. It's nothing to really be excited about. I definitely expected too much from Thomas Dimitroff after being really aggressive in free agency. I really thought the same was going to happen in the draft, but I guess not. I'll give this a C+. It was just kind of a decent draft. Not our best one, but there were a couple picks that I liked. But those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Time to get to your mailbag questions, starting with Atlanta Falcons. Were you angered by Shanna Fraud taking Kinlaw? I couldn't help but feel that it was done in spite toward us. Their biggest need was at wide receiver, and they completely ignored that and took Kinlaw. I was super pissed about it, not gonna lie. Also, now I can see why we were trying to trade up, but we couldn't find a trade partner. All the players we wanted, Young, Okudah, Henderson, and Kinlaw, were all picked before 16. Oh well, at least we didn't get Chase on. That's true. I don't think Shanahan took Kinlaw because of us. Because they traded away DeForest Buckner, and they knew the players they had were not going to be as good as DeForest Buckner, so they needed that replacement. And how do you think they even improved? Like, they had an elite pass rush. They grabbed Nick Bosa, and that's how they really, really turned things around. So they knew that was their key to success, so they needed to get the pass rush going again. So they ended up getting Javon Kinlaw. Yes, they needed a wide receiver, but I think pass rush was the most important. But how did I feel? I'm not going to lie, I was not surprised. I really wasn't. I was not surprised. Like, as soon as I saw Javon Kinlaw taken, I knew he wasn't going to be a top 10 pick. I always disagreed with that. I never really thought Javon Kinlaw was going to be a top 10 pick. But I was always scared that he was going to be taken from the 49ers simply because I knew DeForest Buckner is gone. They're going to get him, and there it is. They got him. So I wasn't really surprised, but it's just, it's what it is. Albino Hood Rat asked, this is early enough that I don't know any picks past Terrell, but in what areas do you think these players are going to improve our defense? Well, Marlon Davidson, I love the pick. Our pass rush will be improved. Matt Hennessy is going to be, in the future, a really, really good player for the O-line. And I also love Jalen Hawkins at safety. So I think our safety position is set. As for everything else, like AJ Terrell, Michael Walker, I'm not really optimistic they're going to be like some, really good player we'll keep in the future. I'm just not feeling it. But that's just me right now. Sean O'Connor asked, question number 1, do you think maybe another move or a trade with someone to get another lineman and another wide receiver that we can make a serious Super Bowl contention? Well, we did get, what's his name? Marlon Davidson. I kind of blanked out for a second. Yeah, we got him, so our pass rush is good, and we already have great receivers, but I cannot say we're Super Bowl contenders just yet. There's just a lot of teams to beat first. Look at the 49ers, look at the Buccaneers. They're making all these moves. There's a lot of teams to beat out first, so I don't know if I can consider ourselves Super Bowl contenders just yet. Question number 2, what wide receiver do you think we need? I don't really think we need any. I think we're set. Number 3, should we move on from James Carpenter? Yes. I don't think James Carpenter is really going to cut it. And number 4, should we try to get Alford back for another Super Bowl run? No. Robert Alford is better than AJ Terrell, but even though AJ Terrell never played a snap in the NFL. But anyway, I think Robert Alford is a better corner than the ones we have right now, but I would not get him back. It's just kind of a waste of money to grab a corner that just isn't really the best. So I would not do that. Kale the Falcons fan asked, how mad were you on your live when the Falcons picked the corner in the first round? I was mad. It's partly because AJ Terrell is just not the best corner available, but that's why I'm mad. He was not the best corner available. I thought Trevon Diggs was the best corner available, but whatever. They see something in him. I was not the happiest. Zachary Stone asked, what do you think about the Eagles taking Jalen Hurts? Do you think they are screwing Carson Wentz? I was a big believer in Carson Wentz. I thought he had great things, but last year I'm kind of iffy on it. Do I think Jalen Hurts was like the perfect replacement? Not anywhere close, but the Eagles might have another quarterback because maybe they're not high on Carson Wentz. We'll see what happens with him. Ghost Peppers asked, with the new addition of Marlon Davidson, will Deidrin not get any snaps again, even though he produced good results every time he saw the field? Well, that's a scary thought because Deidrin is a good player, and he will for sure see the field at least a little bit in 2020, but I doubt he's going to get a lot. In fact, I don't even know if he's going to be with us in 2021. I just don't think he'll be with us for much longer, and I don't really think he's going to get a lot of playing time. Clearly, the Falcons aren't super high on him. Hayden Hughes asked, can you make a rundown, wink wink, of our draft picks? And I know that undrafted free agents don't tend to be on the active squad, but can you do a video on who we have signed and what they provide? And I appreciate your videos, man. Thank you, sir. Well, my final thoughts on our draft picks, I would give it a C+. It's not the best draft, but I guess it's not the worst. And I definitely need to look into the free agents we got. So I will give a video on that probably pretty soon. Kill the Falcons fan asked, can we sweep the Buccaneers this year? Absolutely. I don't think the Bucs are that big of a challenge, to be honest with you. Like, they're a little overhyped. We'll just see what happens with them, but I do think we can sweep them. Resup ATL asked, question number 1, is AJ Terrell a good replacement for Trufant? In my opinion, no. Question number 3, on May 7th or 9th, maybe you could live stream your live reaction to our week-to-week schedule release. Maybe. We'll see. But I definitely will give up my thoughts as soon as it gets released. And the last question, will Lamar get hit with the Madden curse? I do not think so. I don't know if he'll be as good as he was. It's kind of hard to repeat an MVP season, but I don't think he'll be bad. 2 questions are asked by Archangel and Quentin Hesse, basically asking what are my thoughts on Marlon Davidson. I love it. I love it. He is a mean player. He's absolutely a beast. I think our pass rush is set, to be honest with you. I actually don't know if we should really even go for another pass rusher at all in free agency. I feel like we got it. I feel like Marlon Davidson, Grady Jarrett, and Dante Fowler are good pass rushers. I think we got it. I love it. 2 questions are asked by Legendary Physics and Cassandra Hitchcock. They basically are asking my thoughts on AJ Terrell. Look, he's fine. He doesn't do anything really bad, but he doesn't do anything really great either. I just thought there were better corners available. Ruben Falcon asked, what do you think of the players the Falcons drafted? Overall, I'll give it a C+. Didn't like it, but didn't hate it either. It's just what it is. Quarantine Sucks asked, do you think Matt Hennessy will start at left guard? Yes. In fact, sometimes I feel like that's why they did it. Like, they know Alex Mack won't be here for much longer, but they also know they need a guard. So they're like, well, why not get Matt Hennessy? He's an absolute beast. 3 questions are asked by Archangel, Legendary Physics, and Cassandra Hitchcock, basically asking my thoughts on AJ Terrell. And like I said, he's fine, but definitely should have grabbed better players. Hoochko J28J asked, your favorite Falcons game? Not gonna lie, definitely the Falcons vs. Panthers in 2015. My first ever Falcons game, and I have a picture framed up on my wall that I'm looking at right now. Julio Jones jumping over Luke Kuechly. Good frickin' times. Tyler 10 Jets asked, what do you think about us not trading up early in the draft? It's what it is. I get it. You can't always get what you want. And, you can't always get the best players available, even though Trevon Diggs was available. But anyway, yeah, it's what it is. You can't always get what you want. 2 questions are asked by Jack B 1872 and Archangel. Could we get any other free agents after the draft? Definitely, but I'll be honest with you, I don't exactly know who yet. I might have to kind of study into that a little more. I'm kind of still trying to process our draft and who we got, but yeah, I'll definitely have to make a video on that soon, but as of right now, I don't know. And the last one from @Mitten Patel ask, any chances of Falcons getting Hot Rod Rodrigo Blankenship in the later rounds? Love your show. Thank you, sir. And unfortunately, we did not get him. But I will say this. I feel like people are kind of freaking out a little too much about him. Like, guys, it's a kicker. Like, we still got Younghoe Koo, who I think still can develop. And the punter we got is good. I feel like people are kind of over-exaggerating that. Like, okay, calm down. It's a kicker. And he's from UGA. If he was not from UGA, I don't think Falcons fans would be freaking out too much, to be honest with you. So let's not freak out that we missed a freaking kicker. Whatever happened to Rodrigo Blankenship? Did he get drafted? Is he not drafted? I don't know. But yeah, let's not freak out. Simply, I think it's just a kicker from Georgia that everyone wanted, but we didn't. So let's stop that and just calm down. But anyway, that's all I got on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. As always, rise up.